Hey, everybody, welcome to Sunday Setup. I'm Shemaine, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today, I hope to give you some inspiration on setting yourself up for an incredible week. I'm going to wait for a minute for everybody to jump in. This is a live video, and I'm here every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and I sure do. I'm grateful that you take the time out of your busy schedule to spend it with me. I'm also at the end of this. I'm going to weigh in a little bit on what has been going on in the media and especially what happened with Alec Baldwin. So stick around for the end. I appreciate you guys being here. Hey, Mark. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Brad. Hey, Michael. How are you guys? Thank you so much for being here. And everybody else is coming in. I'm so excited. All right, guys. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about um, being in situations that at the time might not feel wonderful. But, I've often said that I'm an unlikely messenger, but I wonder, are you too? We never know why God places us in the situations that He does, especially if at first it might seem like it's not what you really wanted. It's easy to doubt and allow setbacks and disappointments to overwhelm us. But I want to tell you a story. Yesterday, I was at a Christian bookstore and I ran into a young man who I saw many times before at a Barnes and Noble. And let's just call him John. Okay. So my book, 4 Minutes to Happy, came out March 20th, 2020, smack dab at the beginning of the pandemic. And John and I had talked about doing a book signing at Barnes and Noble prior to the release of my book. But then when the quarantine hit, and people were told to stay home and schools were closed and it just didn't seem like a right time to do a book signing. And so there were so many uncertainties that I just never rescheduled that book signing. I mean, why celebrate a book that's got happy in the title when people were losing their jobs and kids weren't attending school and churches were closed, except, however, liquor stores were open. Anyway, 2020 was not a really great year. So yesterday I ran into John at the Christian bookstore in town, and he was so excited to tell me his story on how he went from Barnes and Noble to the Christian bookstore. Unfortunately, he was let go at Barnes and Noble and was obviously so disappointed. He loves books and he didn't know where he was going to go to find employment doing what he loved to do. Well, he put in an application to work at Mardel, this Christian bookstore, and they called back almost immediately. And he went in for an interview and he got the job. Now, here's the best part. He was offered more money than he was making at Barnes and Noble. And he said everybody at Mardel just welcomed him with open arms. They said that they were so glad that God led him to work there. And, God places us in situations that ultimately benefit him. So our job, which isn't always easy, I know, is to trust him. When I was in my mid 20s, I was engaged to be married, and my fiance at the time, and I had reserved the church. We met with the pastor. We had all the bridesmaids' dresses picked out and the flowers, and I thought we were happy. Then my ex-fiance called off the wedding saying he wanted to spend just one more summer with the guys. And as you can imagine, I was completely devastated. I cried every day for months. Then I got a job at a rock and roll radio station in Detroit as a traffic reporter. And that's where I met my husband, Ted Nugent, on October 3rd, 1988. We were engaged 2 months later and then married a month after that. So, have you ever been in a situation that at the time might not seem like it's the best thing for you, but eventually God opens up a different and better opportunity for you? In the book of Esther in the Bible, we learn about an unlikely messenger, Esther, and she had lost both of her parents and was adopted by her cousin, Mordecai. And imagine how alone and scared she felt. But God had something incredible planned for her. Mordecai convinces Esther to enter this beauty pageant, what we would consider a beauty pageant today. The winner of the pageant becomes the queen. Well, guess who won? The orphan girl who was scared and lonely. I just got goosebumps. But the story gets even better. When Esther, now she's the queen, was in the right place at the right time and had the opportunity to thwart a plot to kill her people. In Esther 4:14, Mordecai says to her, "If you keep quiet at a time like this, deliverance and relief for the Jews will arise from some other place, but you and your relatives will die. Who knows if perhaps you were made queen for just such a time as this?" You know, there may have been a time when in your life when you felt scared and lonely. You may feel like an unlikely messenger, but I want to encourage you. God has something incredible planned for you. During these uncertain times, especially, He is calling us to stand guard and to be prepared. We never know how He's going to use us or when He's going to call us, but you were made for just such a time as this. I want to encourage each and every one of you to stay healthy because we can't do God's good work unless we're healthy. So, if you want more information on the superfood nutrition that I take, you can email me at wildlywell21@gmail.com. I so appreciate all of the correspondence I get with all of you. I really do. And I'm so grateful to have this connection, this opportunity, especially every Sunday. I've got some exciting new things coming up, and I can't wait to get in touch with you and tell you about those, but also hear more about those times. I'd love for you to write them in the comment section. So write about those times in your life, or you could just type, yes, that's happened to me. Maybe there was a situation in your life where you felt like, number one, you were an unlikely messenger, and number two, you were really anticipating something great would happen and it didn't. God closed the door but opened a window, and something even better came out of it. All right, guys, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being here. I hope and pray that you stay healthy and happy today. And if you would share this, because oftentimes it's the only way this message gets out, because I have been severely suppressed. All right, guys, have a great day. Make it a great day. Do something healthy and happy just for you today. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.